Hello, mic test 1, 2, 3. The mic picking up. Does seem like it is, okay. I actually have a GitHub. Huh. Interesting. I don't know why. I'm gonna quickly switch on over. I can pause that. Okay. I was just curious if there was a GitHub for Mindustry. Apparently it was an open source game, but apparently it is an open source game. I didn't realize. Alright. We could do Planetary Launch Terminal, but I'm not feeling that level of energy right now. I'll say since I actually want to see what these bonus sectors are like. I imagine they're actually quite interesting. You know, maybe I should put that down a little bit more. It wouldn't really affect a whole lot thinking about that now. Never mind. It barely do anything. Just barely. We're getting backed up slightly. So much, I think I'm just gonna do that. Merge those two together. Not going that quickly anyway. And also speed up this lane. By like a little bit, apparently. Throughput issues! How unsurprising, isn't it? Who could have foresaw my issue? Anyway, we should have more than enough resources for... let's go by... oh, right, because it just makes them yellow regardless. That's an optional, that's optional, that's optional. Other channels, yeah, we did that one. For the extra resources. That was a fun one. Well, let's go Tainted Woods, I guess. And eventually I'll remember to do that blueprint. But apparently not today. Well, actually, I could do it like... oh, there's oil here. Okay, I see you. That's basically a little bit of a tease because you can't get that outward bridges, so and there's no thorium here, so you actually need phase conveyor. Well, what are they called? Phase conduit. Not the right one. You come over here. Okay, so that line is pretty much fine. Have to make a line of defense right here and here, basically. Okay. Not too exciting, is it? Probably. Would make it a little easier that way. technically I could also use some steam to make some easy power. Will allow me to save my footium, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, I can do that. Good. Not a thorium reactor. That would be a horrible idea. That would be really bad. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, do it like that. That way I can also overdrive it. I have quite a bit of space as a result. There's no thorium here, so I can't even do that. Never mind. Slightly not enough power. Okay. I think a bit of steam actually would be a great idea, just to have some cheap power. It's not gonna be the best, but I don't need the best, I just need enough power. That's just enough, ain't it? Okay. Actually, I can just get away by doing that, though. And if I put you there, you should be able to more to supply this. Now there's like another cold patch. It's kind of hard to see, though. And surprisingly, it's really dark. Holy brightness! Yeah, that overdrive really overdrived it. We can pretty much see a pretty big area now as a result. Goddamn. I like there's a little bit of oil that's actually reachable right there. Funny. Brain, I don't want to think about that right now, thank you. I didn't think about is getting this going because I need my sanity and I'm gonna go insane otherwise. Okay. Not too surprising, really. Oh, we seem to be doing fine in that regard, okay. Famous last words. Overdrive dome is probably helping a massive amount. That's outputting 825 power. Okay. I need a better landing pad. Blueprint, I just remembered. Not launch pad. It's a landing pad. Why am I talking like this? Yeah, whatever. First need to do another set. That should really be it. That means it's gonna be a little messy outside with the... Gonna be a little annoying, yes, but oh well. If we did it like this, it should be fine, I think. Okay. And then there's plenty of water right over here. I'm gonna put that there for measure. And of course, unsurprisingly, we're gonna need to connect this all. Oh yeah, this way. Connect to there, which you connected there. Hi, Cirrus. How you doing? And covers needs graphite, phosphorium, silicon, titanium, phase, surge. Get all into the core. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Oops. As usual, I forget about the fending. It looks absolutely terrifying. Since I totally forgot about defending the core, I'm gonna... Actually, I could... You right there, and you right here, and that will defend it pretty well. My cute colors are gone again. There. Terrifying enough that I just don't want to do it today with rather low energy today. Low energy, low energy, blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's also core tiles on Planetary Launch Terminal? That's cool. Okay, so... go around like that. And you're gonna be a little bit more annoying in that regard as a result. I can't put you that far back, obviously. And I can put you here. There. Yeah, it definitely does look like quite a bit of a naval fortress, which is really funny to think about. It can't be that hard, so I think Spectres would be overkill, but giving them Gauss, giving them a graphite ammo should be pretty much fine. We're getting rid of all we need. And also give them quite a bit of water too, thinking about that. That actually would be a great idea. Yeah, the coastal wall is massive. Really big. Actually kind of terrifying thinking about that. And of course I need to build a wall all the way back. A wall? A power line. I can talk. As usual. Talking's hard, you know? But one power... Power? But one being there. I expect it's going to be a little faster than I think it is, so I am going to put... Well, actually, I'm going to have to move this if I want to put that there. Especially if I want to supply it all with water. Okay. That will allow that, so I can do... I need regular one, not a thorium one. I don't think it's going to supply more than this amount of graphite anyway. That's my thinking anyway. I'm gonna put you there. Actually, no. I don't need to move you that much. You can just stay right there. Some water. But why did I even bother to do that if I was just gonna mentally do that anyway? Oh, whatever, I guess. Okay. You actually go around. You like this. You do that like you. Now, 9,000 tier 1 navy, yep. A lot of tier 1 navy. Actually kind of funny. And ridiculous at the same time. That one can be connected like that. Kinda interesting they choose to have a lot of tier 1 navy for it. I guess they keep pressure going on at the same time, but yeah. Oh? What is the reason? I had to guess, of course, it would be like... This gets... what is the word I'm thinking of? Also, that doesn't create enough space. No, don't go in there. God. What the hell are those? They're carrying spores. Oh, really? That's how it works? That's why they get stuck? Of course it is. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Outright annoying, but it does make a lot of sense. Hit all the redirect, what the hell? Yeah, their turn radius is terrible. It is absolute dog water. Actually, that's probably not saying it's just dog shit, isn't it? Yeah, it's just terrible altogether. Yeah, not surprised by the ammo. Let's add an overdrive. That'll make it go a little faster. Yeah, I remember seeing that when the pop up into my updates channel, my personal server. I keep that online. I have the updates channel followed there. And the official server. So I can keep up with it. Very lovely. I do like that addition. No. I need to be like right there. It's definitely because of a balance change, pretty much. And to be fair, it's a pretty good one. Players are pretty strong. You're not gonna fit nicely. No, you're not. Actually, I can just do that. Get you in there. Actually, do this. Why did I skip that one? Oh wait, because it's there, duh. Also, fuse blocks count as lasers. Really? That's interesting to know. Wonder why. I feel like water should go this way. Eh. Well, fine, I guess I'll just do it that way. Probably don't really have to... I don't know, they could come at me still with air units for my power grid. Just to annoy me. Like, that is always an option they can do. I'll just put a regular pump like that. They come from this way, they could still get past, that's annoying. Probably help with those plastanium belts actually fused. Hit stuff moving. Okay. Actually, if I put you in like that, I can put in a mender there. Oh, you can't get ammo from that one because it's an input. So each pierce lowers their damage by 80%. Okay. So it's stronger against groups of targets, but not that much stronger. That's actually good to know. Yeah, just summon on next wave. Oh, good. Coming from there. And they all have spores. Why do they all have spores? What is the spore mess? I'm gonna try and defend that a little bit. I'll always go full range even with aim. I guess that makes sense because of the pierce effect. glorified Lancer. I mean, yeah, that's one way to put it. First, put that all the way there to block that all off. Like that. Of course, I did seem to like go this way, so I am gonna put a few of those here. And of course, I also need a light over here so I can actually see. I'm kind of surprised by how strong the overdrive dome is. For the lights. No, you're not gonna get in that range. Yep, giant spore trees. Because whatever natural trees there were on this planet are pretty much dead in these spore areas. Spore trees are just too good of a competitor. Not mentioned, they're also not natural to this planet at all, so that helps a lot. I am getting graphite at least, but I'm not getting thorium because I'm not getting enough water in there. It's really annoying. Yes. Probably nighttime around there. Guessing like that. Well, that is a gray spot, but that's about it. Clearly nighttime on this side, so I guess I gotta wait a little bit more. Ammo. I can turn coal into... coal? Oil into coal. Oh, there's the gray spot, huh? That's good to know. There's the danger zone. The very bad danger zone. How much do these make? You take 6 oil, you put 1 coal to a second. You take 6 a second, so you would take about 3 of them. Let's see. I think that would work. Would that put enough? Yep. I know that would be 7. I just love little details like that. It's so nice. And of course you don't got water because it's all the way over here. But you're right there. And I can... I guess why not? No, if I just do a simple bridge, it will work fine. Goes so much red. That sounds terrifying. Means it's pretty much a city, in a sense. Okay. Feel like that one's not gonna get enough. But we'll see. I can container, 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 container. Oh, I didn't realize that one wasn't getting any oil. Getting any power to make oil. That's what I should be saying. Well, gonna have to wait until it's daytime over here to check that. And quickly obliterated. Go mining, please. Like 20% of the planet? God. That's quite a bit. Of course, you would also get water. Oh, it seems to be doing it. Turn left or right? Actually, that's a good question. So let's see. We're right here. Disregard. On the right side, so when we get another minute, we can check. Let's go through all the ways right now. Because we're pretty much well defended. I don't think we should get destroyed or anything. I probably should get some more water into that. Because unsurprisingly, it's not enough for overdrive throughput. Too much, too much. Not enough. You go like that. Yeah, you're all gonna be connected, so that's fine. Remove you guys. But that should be more than enough, I think. We can also switch that around. Okay, now we're getting our thorium in. Okay, let's see. Diodes. Yes, diodes are pretty helpful. Let's see. I think we're spinning left. Well, actually, that would be right, not left. At least that's what I think so anyway, right now. I should be using battery diodes more. They are very helpful. Just good in general. Still funny that this map sends 4 units. Not what I expect at all, to be honest. Polys! And the polys just went for attacking when they got hit. Yeah, meltdowns and foreshadows are really good. Of course, you have to get in range of it in the meltdowns. That's one annoying thing about them. But they do take care of units pretty quickly that are in tier 5. Some people got some boost effects. Why are they sending polys? The polys are just attacking the moment they get hit. They're not moving towards the course. Like, is that a accidental bug or something? Also make a small mender there so it actually gets healed. But right now, Spectres are just doing the job perfectly. Just a few shots and they're all dead. Makes lifetime 9s easier. Yep, a secondary battery bank is very helpful in that regard. Separate it all. Yeah, okay, we are spinning right. We're going this way. Foundation acquired nearby! Nearby! Woo! God, that is satisfying. Omega, huh? Well, if you're gonna pull that card, I'm gonna bring some parallax. This is a safety precaution. Almost. Yeah, I should have made some megas. I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea to get some quasars online for mining. A tier-free unit! Oh, how horrifying! Also, the flames are really nice, too, for that measure. Might be on now. Oh. EVP? Not even remotely good for PvP. And I'm guessing it's right that sector right there. That takes up like almost the whole hex for the center one. That is really bright. Russia. Why does mine usually have such a big Russian population of players, I wonder? I'm kind of fascinated by that one. I'm guessing there's more bases around here with the other lights as well. Now that's a lot of units. But how you doing, Tawa? Okay? I don't know how to pronounce that name, I'm sorry. Not good at pronouncing names to begin with. Oh, really? I didn't realize that still a scene for streaming 1v1. Figured most of the players of PvP wise were just playing like team matches or free-for-alls. Then again, it's not like I really checked out the PvP scene outside of a few free-for-all videos. That's got close enough to actually start being grabbed by parallax. Even they start attacking when they get hit. That's interesting. Why is that? Why don't they just continue flying to the core? Like other air units. Oh, that's not tier 3, that's tier 4. Well, that was terrifying. So this is, what was this place called again? Tainted Woods. No schematics. I think that would be better for PvP overall if there wasn't schematics. Though I understand why there is, but yeah. know what? I'm gonna finally commit. Or, what to call it? Or help, I guess. I need to get more graphite going, I think. Maybe. Maybe more plastanium launching wouldn't be a bad idea, because it is a pretty good ammo as well. No, don't know. Anyway, that's this sector attacked. So we come over here, and the next one, let's see. No, that's a regular sector. Atolls. Sunken Piers Extreme, testing ground. Let's go to Atolls. Curious about that one. Destroy 2 enemy foundations to gain access to Thorium. Okay, so we have 2 attack spots. So enemy core here. Regular foundation, parallax. A fuse there, interesting choice. Wait a bit, wait, it's a bit of anti-air, not a whole lot of anti-ship outside of like Lancers. A little bit here, in that regard. Another launch over there, thermal. Another core here? Right there, okay. That one's a little bit more annoying to hit because of the cyclones and ripples. And it's a little further in water. Right there. Ew, a plastanium ripple. Actually, there's quite a few plastanium ripples here. Coal going to the core? Then goes in the steam generator. That's interesting. Also pulling out pyrite, so one of the other cores has pyrite going into them. Okay. More steam generators. Actually, let's see. Only takes 42 power for itself. So I can supply that pretty well power-wise, never mind. Here's the harder one. Deeper inside the water, too. Might need to build transports for this one. Actually, you would have to build transports for this one if you want the land in. So I don't really want to go sea, I want to go land and... Oh, there's a way to reach it by land. I didn't realize the land bridge right there. Huh. I still want to make tier 5 units. Of course, 2 derelict verbal generators. That's really sweet of you. No, they're barely within range. Actually, there isn't a whole lot on the right side. A ring could probably actually take care of it pretty well. Would be overkill, but it could. Also has a little bit of titanium here for thorium. Thorium? Biofluid. I can English. Oh, I didn't blueprint that. I did it again. I was gonna blueprint those landing pads. Oh, but that gets in the way of plot. Well, I can't have them like this way. Technically. Like, that is an option. I can do this. There. Brown is recommended for bottom left. Yep. First, when I get all those done, I'll get tier 5 production going. Well, actually, I think I could do that with a tier 4 unit. Over here, just get rid of that with tier 4, voila. Actually, can that transport tier 4 units? Capable of carrying medium-sized ground units. So it can carry units. I know, but I just want to do a little bit of overkill. Ah. Oh, and get rid of these. I'll just put up a what I'm thinking of. These specters. Over basically right here, and it should defend everything. I get free units, really? I'm kind of surprised by that. Actually, I can just do the water blueprint. I don't need to make steam generators. I could just use the water blueprint. Kind of surprised that I will actually get free units, if anything. Glass, graphite, titanium, thorium. That's gonna be surge, that's gonna be phase, that's gonna be titanium and silicon. And of course, I gotta worry about watering all these. I also need to worry about the finches, which I'm gonna have to do shortly. When I get it powered properly going, I'll do that. Alright, and then you go like that. That way you're only pulling excess power. I will pull thorium out of this spot. Because I just want to be careful, because I don't know what units will come out. Of what tiers, anyway. I think that would be good enough, right? Of course, I didn't keep that blueprint. We're supplying water as well, but I don't think I'm gonna need the water. At least I hope I don't need the water, right? Alright. I want you 6 taxi. Big pop. I mean, because I just want enough copper and lead just in case. I feel like I'm gonna need more anyway. Oh yeah, quasars exist. I could just quasar this. Especially since it was mostly anti-air. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea now, would it? Oh yeah, it's not getting anything because I didn't fill it with water yet. Yeah, that would do something, wouldn't it? Can't expect it to deal with something if there's not enough water. And we run out of copper. How unsurprising. You guys can go mining. Go mining real quick and then you can come back and help. Mama, mama! I didn't realize I was someone's mama now. But I guess I am. Yes. I think that should be fine enough for water. Please help me, thank you. That's a single unit right now, huh? Oh, that's good to know. I'm gonna put that right here. The bridge conveyor. Bridge conveyor, pulse, conduit. I remember what they call them. I love how that didn't translate to anything I can understand. Sorry. Maybe if I use a different translator, maybe it would help. Translate selected text. Or it could not translate it. Thank you, my tool. Okay, I'm just gonna have to copy it and then paste it. If it actually let me copy it, thank you. You silly little Luna. Eat tape. I think a $1 billion company would be able to do so much better, but nah, apparently not. Or fuck around with AI bullshit. Country, huh? Ah, so that's basically where you're from, I'm guessing? Kazakhstanian? I think that's how you pronounce it. I hope I didn't butcher it. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I was gonna make tier-free quasar units. nicely there, though. I'll shove you right here. I shove this here. But that... there, it should work. Why aren't you redirecting everything? Come on! I don't want just a little bit, I want everything! Ay ay ay. Well, you're personally just feeding silicon into that like that, so doesn't really matter much. Titanium and glass. For the moment, just focus on mining, please. Seems like we are making enough water, just about. And of course, I'm gonna add some lights here. So we can see, of course. Alright. You have to worry about air units slightly. Well, I actually can just do that. Go Plutonium, use Cyclones. Cyclones would just be fine. I think this would be good enough. Okay. Then I just need you. Okay, now I need all of you to come assist me. And silicon temporarily, of course. This is pretty much silicon, the worst silicon, isn't it? I guess I can add a second silicon landing pad, that actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Better landing pad. Let's see. Is that actually getting the water to go out a little bit better? At least I'm hoping it will. you guys just mine copper. Make it a lot faster. Rather than going around and around and around. You're not supposed to be connected to that, thank you, bitch. Alright, I think with 13 we can actually do it. Well, I guess it'd be 14 now, huh? Hi! I don't get the AI on these lanes. Getting a bit of power. Well, I would not allow for that, thank you. Is there a core tile on here that I can take? I don't think there is, unfortunately. So I can't actually take this area. Well, technically I can. I can transfer power from here and all. Not like I'm actually locked or anything, but... it's just slightly annoying, if anything. Oh, right, because you're gonna do that, aren't ya? Shitty little assholes. So you really want to reclaim that. Right there. Temporarily put a fire turret here. Let's get everyone healed up. Okay. Now let's get a little bit of freedom going on. So we're gonna need it for defenses. Especially in that direction. Probably be fine if I put 4 there. If I put another one right there. Okay, since those are now out of the way, that's going to make life a lot nicer. These don't carry silicon, do they? No. Thank goddess. Yeah, they are gonna hit that, annoyingly. Okay, as I figured you would. I was hoping that wouldn't be the case, but... whatever, I guess. That case... yeah, that consumes a lot of power of 90. So now I can actually go assault that area. And I'm gonna add a little bit of repair turrets here. And I guess I should reorganize this so I can actually make a... I do want to get one achievement. And that would be... which one would that be? Drop enemies within a enemy core's no build zone. Like, I don't have a lot of achievements, so I would actually want to get that one. Which requires making it... I don't know, I think I should just make a tier 5. Airdrop, support ship. Because why the hell not? So they are producing units over here now, so that's probably a good thing I'd actually put some those there. Okay, can you guys come and help me, please? Okay, now you've done that, I can move you around a little bit. So first I am going to produce a air unit. Oh god, I forgot how big these got. I'm gonna have to move you there so I can actually put you in. I just want to pull it in by the core. It's a lot easier that way. Rather than trying to fight. I'm also gonna get rid of that. So I actually have enough space to put this in. Am I being stubborn? Yes, I am being stubborn. Thank you for noticing. But I really don't like making these again. I actually don't have a range research, so I should research that real quick. And of course, now here's the fun part. I need to be making cryofluid. First, cryofluid requires a bit of titanium and water. Actually, if I put it like that, it would be able to supply both of these. Cryo. Actually, it would be easier if I just did it like from that titanium spot, wouldn't it? I guess. And I wouldn't have to worry about connecting that to the Paris of the powder kid. At least not by mistake, anyway. And I can... you're not gonna go nicely in that spot. If I did it like that, it should connect fine. First, I need a there right there. I don't want you connecting right there. Connect the air. Might as well just do that, why not? And I can connect these by that. Make it 10 times easier. And I'll get tier 5 unit. Well, at least very slowly we will. Of course, if I do something like this, it would speed up a little bit. Power's mostly stayed above the line. It's not great, not bad. Probably means I need to put some more of these down. Of course, since these are in range of that, I don't need the smaller overdrives at all. Oh, and of course, because these take quite a bit more resourcing, so I actually do need a second one. It does go mining. I don't care. Silicon is keeping up, surprisingly. I figured that would be like one of the worst ones, apparently, but keeping up. Probably because I have 2 whole landing pads dedicated towards it. I mean, it's because those got instantly shot. Okay, if they're gonna keep getting shot at, I should actually put some walls. I would like my investment to actually have some defense. Especially with how expensive those are. Not enough water, really? Well, actually, those can be fine. Just need to back up a little bit more water pumps to get enough water going in there. I didn't realize that was the main problem, was just not enough water. Of course, it's not getting enough cryo fluid, so I need to overdrive it a little bit more. A little bit more? It doesn't have any overdrive right now. Yeah, that's not surprising. Oh yeah, I can also switch this out now. Because that's more than enough rains. I need your fight support now. If we might as well add a little bit more water. Am I really prolonging this? Yes. Because I want my own amusement right now. Because I can. Power isn't the greatest, that's for sure. And now you're not getting enough water again. God damn. Firstly, aren't ya? Okay, you can go back to mining. Yeah, unsurprisingly, it's just not enough cryo fluid. So much that I think it would be a wise idea to Oh wait, you're just not gonna go the way I want you to. Because you're flip. If I put you like that, you should be the correct orientation now. No. Was not, it was the correct way before. Okay, so I am going to do that. Because this should be enough to get a lot more titanium. Titanium? Cryofluid. I should not go that direction. Enough titanium. Well, that's a little embarrassing. We could steal a little bit of titanium out of this. So that way we can actually feed it. All the way into here. And that will guarantee enough titanium, hopefully, for all of it. Of course, that's going to take a moment, so I'm going to go grab more water. But it would be nice to finally get that achievement. I don't know why I never gotten it before, but whatever, I guess. You can't get every achievement every time. Like, I only got the achievement for breaking a force field in this playthrough. Because by the time they added that achievement, well, I pretty much conquered both worlds, so I couldn't get it. Which is very annoying, if anything. It's not like I'm trying to get 100% of achievements, though. No, it is very probable for me to actually get every single achievement. Maybe I should do that. That wouldn't be a bad idea now, would it? Alright, got my water and sitting back down. I'm surprised the silicon is actually keeping up with those two launch pads that are not fully watered all the time. It's actually rather impressive. Power's still struggling a little. I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea to hook these up now. They just get a little bit more power, and with that I can get a little bit. For some RTGs. I also can overdrive these so they make even more thorium, which means even more power, and voila. kinda seems like power staying. Of course, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well actually do that. Don't have to worry about ammo for all these. Actually, rather impressed that it's consuming that much power. And not enough water again. Very thirsty, isn't it? Okay, power seems to be stabilized. I could be adding more spore power. That probably would be the smarter idea rather than RTGs. Pretty much instantly wiped out, unsurprising. Alright, got enough water going again. Alright, our first dropship is pretty much ready. Oh, the unit selection on these guys are now hexagons. That's new. And of course, oh, what are these called again? Called octs. Oh, that's new. There's a green bar in the top left. A yellow bar. I'm guessing yellow bar means health and green bar means the shield. That's new. This base is too well fortified to destroy with air units. Which strategy is to destroy this base? Drop land units here to attack from this location. Drop naval units here to launch a surprise attack. Oh, you can pick up units, huh? Move over to ground units. I like this. This is actually teaching you how to do that. That's really nice. I like that. Oh yeah, here's another reason why I like the Octagon. It has like a lot more power. Quite a bit about power. God, I can't talk. I think they had quite a bit of build power, don't remember. How much build power did you have again? Oh, you do have a repair field. Okay, let's see. You have a build speed of 400%. That's actually pretty good. The shield has a 7,000 HP. 7,000, that's pretty nice. And the repair is 65 a second. Or it's half a second. It has about the same range as the force shield. That's cool. Do I really need to deconstruct the base? No. I like it. We need to verify it's you! Fine, I guess I'll verify YouTube. Stupid horseshit. No, it's load units. And then you were unload payload. I want to check these units. Okay, good. Load the units. Oh, is the green actually late? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So it replaces the health bar with payload bar. To tell you if you have payload units or not. Okay. I actually like that. That's really cool. But I think 4 range is going to be more than enough to clear out this base. Probably could have beaten it if I did this tier 4. Sure. But I like rains. I want an excuse to use them. Right. Did you pick up units? You did. So that's where what 2 my reigns went, because I'm like, wait, why is there only 2 reigns like it's luck? Because apparently it's a command that they do passively. Right. And base taken care of. Well, that's actually pretty cool that they give a little tutorial on picking up units and moving them. Kinda weird that's on the side sector, though. You think that would be like part of the main sector instead to help teach the players. But then again, it's like... most maps you can just pretty much just get away without doing that, so... I guess it kind of makes sense. It's a helpful thing, but it's not an acquired thing. Oh yeah, you can research that. That and that. And outside of that one thing from Planetary Launch Terminal, research tree is completed yet again. Well, at least on this planet. On the other planet, though. I feel like these should actually have like a little bit more build power. 'Cause 400 doesn't really feel like that good of amount. Especially considering these are tier 5 units, so you think they would actually have like quite a bit more build power, but I guess it's like balanced for PvP. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Loop the unit transfer or control path. Can't say. Alright, that's another sector cleared. Ah, 2 more bases over there. I guess we might as well go to testing grounds. Why was I filling up the sand, core sand again? I don't remember. But anyway, testing ground we go. So what's this sector like? Got thorium, we got oil. Unsurprisingly, the oil's already on fire. So we have 2 attack spots. Actually, quite a bit of scrap. I mean, that makes sense, it's a testing ground. Unsurprisingly, those are empty as usual. That just makes me sad. Like, why are they empty? Why? Why are they empty? I guess it's to punish me because I like looting the resources from that quite a bit. Like, usually it wasn't that much resourcing, so I don't see why. Okay, so I don't need to do that much. Bunch of salt flats, so there's like no water here. Well, that makes it a little bit more annoying for landing pads because I'm gonna have to depend on water extractors. But whatever, yes, I just have to deal with it. I guess I can also put up an impact reactor. Not gonna require that much water, just requires titanium, lead, sand. At least the one I have. There is a scrap 2 impact reactor I do have. Welcome back. Did you have your little fun? Probably a little bit of an overkill amount of water extractors, but it should do enough water pretty much for what we need. absolutely sucks. I miss the old water extractors. Back in V6. They were so good. So I understand why they were nerfed. By accident, pretty much. I wasn't thinking that hard. And I probably should have, because that's just a waste of power. There, no more salt. Redirect all of it here. God damn it. Let's redirect it, so you redirect it. Oh yeah, there's verbal spots here. I should actually get those. Actually really good. I'm also gonna have to put out that fire. Because that is very dangerous. Hi Viper, and I like how it Google translated your hi to this. Yes! Hi is totally not an English word. It's probably powered by that stupid AI shit. Because it wasn't stupid enough before. Actually, you don't really need to do that because it'll tell you, right? If you look into the page. And also if you hover over it. You don't really need to go out of your way to list that. The game already tells you with the tooltips and all. And of course, because I spent too much time fucking around. Every units are inbound. You got some bad news. Did you lose your data after all? Oh. Alright, your laptop. Hopefully the hard drive's still fine. So you didn't actually lose everything. I didn't know that about the air core tiles. Oh, the hard drive is gone too? Shite. Ah, that sucks. So the whole thing just completely bit the dust. Damn. That's an ore? I mean, that makes sense programming-wise, but still funky. That's programmed as an ore. I do hope that you had quite a bit of your stuff saved somewhere else as well. So imagine you search quite a bit of like your art, for example. It shouldn't be too hard to go around Discord and get it all back. Just as an example. Still annoying, of course, but well, it does work. Yep, yep. Fuck it, I'll just use these. Alright, see you later, Viper. Hopefully getting a new laptop isn't too bad. Really? You go that direction? How about you guys? Where do you go? You go this direction? Okay, so you guys are gonna be easy. You guys are gonna be a little more annoying. Like, I could set some up right here along this wall, I guess, to take care of that. Of course, there's still gonna be air units, so it's probably still a good idea to have that built regardless. I'm gonna do it that. I gotta do that. Yeah, I just wasn't expecting them to go that way. Because I didn't realize there was no path over here. Well, actually, there is a path right here. Just blocked off, and they're just going least resistance, or just this way. Duh. So if I block off this, it would basically not have that problem anymore. Make them not want to go that direction, basically, as a result. That's all I need. Okay, get building, please, me. Now you guys come and resist? Come help me. Though some of you are gonna have to go mining. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Mom needed some help. Yep. They will always take the shortest path and the one that gives the least resistance as well. Probably not getting much graphite, am I? I don't really need that. I do need a little bit of that. I don't really need the phase. I don't really need the positanium. Don't need a second silicon. I don't really need the titanium, I need the graphite! I just don't make enough water to supply it all! Goddamn salt. Goddamn nerf. Oh god, 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 oh god. Repair for a second. You know what? That's gonna be graphite right now. It's my most needed resource. Actually, I need the crawlers to be denied, so I need this built, please. Probably gonna have to actually build some graphite production here. I mean, there is a bit of coal right there, so it's easy to really do. Ay, ay, ay. If it does it like that, that would supply you, and you, and you. Absolute nightmare this is gonna be. The nightmare is better than none, really. That's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was container. Then I need you, there. And you needed like 2 each, if I remember correctly. Yours are not gonna go nicely like that, are you? Like that, I could actually get it all in there. And then input like that. I gotta get the fences on the left side built as well, but I need to get more graphite. Okay, that side's taken care of nicely, so you guys can go take care of that side real quick. apparently it's a little extra than I need. But a little extra doesn't hurt. I also need more silicon. Could I fit this? No, it is too fat. I can fit you like that, so I don't have to worry about as much. And I just need to... make a path so I can actually get it around. Assist me, please! And then we ran out of resourcing, of course. I think we're actually making quite a bit more graphite than I thought I was. Bit more graphite than I thought I was? A bit more. Coal than I thought I was. The correct word. And of course, I am gonna speed this up. These things don't make that much water, do they? Let's do this. Not what I meant to do, thank you. I accidentally got water into that. Oh, that was a fine mess. Well, actually, if I do that, so I can actually get rid of that. Well, actually, if I just moved it a little bit, that would actually help a lot. There. That's enough water, so it should actually go on fine. Oh, it did the same to that one. There. You should have power! You're within power range, so I don't know why you wouldn't have power. It's like it does to spite me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to set up like an impact for power. Just to have enough. That would be fine for now on that side. A lot of the forum is right in a good spot where I want it to be. Come over here, please. Might as well get it out of the way. First, you don't want to go right at all. Okay, there's actually no way to get in there. At least from the non-crawlers, anyway. Non-crawlers we will not worry about right now. Okay. That's fine. This all up like that. I mean, that works. I don't care. As long as it gets over here. Put it like that way, it should be work. It should work. Just perfectly fine. Get this all connected. Well, actually, I shouldn't put that there. In case if I actually want to make impact, that lead would be a good idea for some. Alright. Good. Before him coming in there... Oh yeah, we should actually... have a container for obvious reasons. Thorium and titanium's going down, how unsurprising. I probably just need to overdrive this. Assuming I could actually see. Silicon phase. No, you guys won't be able to fit there. Well, let's grab you off this side. Why not? I don't want you to merge the belts, thank you. To go like that. Of course, you're gonna have to go in just like that. Just to annoy me, huh? Oh yeah, is there anything that actually needs repairing? Yes, there is apparently something that needs to be repaired. And then surprisingly, we have a brownout. Well, one way to help would be a diode over here. But you only get excess power. Can't excess power you because you're too important. I guess I could bring an overdrive dome here. That wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? Because that would help make a little bit more power. I don't know why you cut yourself off like that, but okay. Bring you in like this. That should work. And overdrive dome right there. And that provides a lot more power, but still not enough to supply it all. Unsurprisingly. Of course, that's still enough power, but yeah. Actually, I can just mine some titanium. There's quite a bit of titanium nearby. Of course, it's gonna require even more! More removal scrappy. Good, now we're getting some titanium. Because apparently we're getting low, and we're also getting low on glass. That's not good. Also, I do need to get rid of all these fires. Alright, you're pretty much fine. You need a second hand. Okay, that's all oil dealt with. Let's see. There's a simple scrap pile I can take. No. Unsurprisingly not. Oh, but these are all shitting bad. Yeah, the range, but it's gonna work. Impact, then I can probably overdrive the water extractor so I can actually have some water after all. Oh, we ran out of glass. I'm gonna switch that to glass then. It's a bit embarrassing. That requires glass? Really? I didn't know about that one. Must be a new change, I guess. Sand for sand input. Then we need the lead. Yeah, lead. Or lead. Kind of annoying that this is going to be out of the range of the overdrive dome, but not like I have much of a choice. Actually, I could just do that. And we'll land out of glass yet again. It would help to have independent resource production here. And unsurprisingly, those are getting dehydrated. We're actually making a considerable amount of power. Okay, they're just getting like instantly annihilated on the right side. That's actually really funny. Actually, if I did 2 water extractions on each of those, that would be a better idea, so I did just this. Up. Should be enough water for those, so it makes enough blast. Feels funny to be using a blueprint from before the overdrive dome. That's a bit funny to think about, honestly. Quite an old blueprint. I wonder if overdrive domes are not overdrive domes. Impact reactors are really used seriously at all by other players. I feel like I'm like the only player that ever really does. Oh, it probably help if that would be powered, wouldn't it? Alright, that's a bit more power. Hopefully enough to supply this. How much water are we getting now? About like 1,200-ish? Also, I'm just gonna redo these. Just a lot faster to make sure they're using the proper ones. I'm gonna switch you off glass and you can switch to that. Of course, I can also add like a few more water extractors too. Oh wow, making 16 a second? That's like 10 more. Why is that number fluctuating so much? Maybe if I just do that, it will get rid of the fluctuation. There we go, the numbers are a bit more stable. even now, we're still not getting all the landing pads, but we're still getting enough of them. But resource-wise, we should be fine. How's our power? Power is pretty positive, actually. There's air units. I probably should buff up the defenses on the left side. I don't actually have to worry about that. Probably a bit overkill going like this, but if it works, it works at the end of the day. All I need is it to work. I don't need you to mind, I want you to assist me. Everyone's on the right side, we're pretty much fine. Though we could probably add a few more specters over there as well. For extra defense, because really don't want the impact reactor being taken down for obvious reasons. That would be a really big pain in the ass. Pain in the ass that I don't want, thank you. First, considering all that, I should actually add battery diode. No, other side. Yeah, at least those guys are getting wiped out quickly, so pretty much fine there. Though I guess an overdrive wouldn't hurt. Horizons, huh? Didn't get past you, did they? How'd they do it? They still want to go that way? There's still resistance? Oh wait, because I didn't get rid of those. So they're still considering it more resistance. There we go! Now they're going towards the wall. Also, I'm feeling generous, so why not? Why not overdrive it all? I just like the sound of the machine guns, I'm sorry. It's so good. So you guys want to go that way with crawlers, huh? Well, I can't allow that. Can't allow crawlers. This is a no crawler zone. Did you not read the sign? I don't think they read the sign, to be honest. Then again, I guess they don't get paid to read signs, do they? Makes that junk kind of fall flat. Makes it fall flatter than the sun. Than the sun? What am I talking about? What the hell? What is wrong with me today? I don't think my brain is right beyond human comprehension. That's clearly it. Oh yeah, it'd probably also help if I had some lights wooden in it. Because if we could see, we could shoot better. There we go. I don't think we're getting plastanium at all. Not sure what gives me that idea. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about lights over there. Yeah, overdrive lights are really nice. They cover a ridiculous amount as a result. Ah, thorium, but not a whole lot of titanium. At least it's the spots that I haven't covered already. Actually, I am getting a little bit of plastanium. It's not all bad. You're interested in that, all. Well, let's add a little bit more water extractors, don't you say? Can I have my little helpers, please? Okay. That needs to be rebuilt. Good. Damn, they just got shot out of the sky that quick. That seems to be helping a little bit. Guardian is at tier 5 or tier 4? Because they look very similar, to be honest. So, you guys will also go over that direction for some reason. I guess we'll just have to add some more there, huh? Anything damaged? Thank you. New relevance. And quickly annihilated too. God, I love how quickly that side gets destroyed. Ah, I'm too slow. They don't even get a chance, pretty much. They get shot upon immediately after spawning. Just quickly get ripped apart. Where are you going? Are you going after graphite? Why are you going after graphite on the right side? That's so... Why not just go after the impact? The impact is right here. I don't get it, to be honest. Again, they're clearly smarter than I am. Well, actually, they're gonna be pretty nasty, so maybe I should actually upgrade these to Surge. Because it's going to be real nasty real soon. So much so, I probably actually should put a few more menders as well. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Unsurprisingly, that side had no problems. Good. Alright, show me. Oh, that one's a spider one. God damn, that got completed quickly. Okay, so that is a specter. That one got annihilated pretty quickly, god. I wasn't expecting that quick. Poor bastard. Poor bastard. I mean, we don't really need these anymore. Could've saved a bit on Thorium if I did that earlier. Oh well. You're gonna suffer penalty regardless. I figured that it might suffer from not having enough water, but it's not like it really turned out to be a problem considering the graphite was pretty well. Alright. So that leaves only the sunken pier left. Then we'll have planetary launch terminal. Already, damn. Quite terrified how quick we've done it, huh? What in the hell is this? Spectre, thorium, lead, titanium, more thorium, even more thorium, quite a bit of sunken spots. Naval production, meltdown, more oil, lead, copper, coal, titanium, thorium, more production, more titanium, more thorium, more oil. Okay, so is this a naval units for multiple attack vectors? Well, good to know. This is gonna be real fun. So I'm gonna have to fortify the main island pretty damn well, I think. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I like it. I'm definitely also gonna need the builders, and I'm definitely gonna need everything else. And I can just build that. Just barely enough power to get started. I'm probably just gonna rip this all out. Definitely be a little easier that way. Well, if I'm gonna go for megas, I'm gonna have to get landing pads first for resourcing. And once I get resourcing coming in, I can then worry about getting megas and all. Kind of a shame there's nothing in the bolts though. Been really nice. Okay, so we're getting attacked from that spot first. I don't like how close this thorium is to the water. That's like really annoying. Hi! And yes, it is one of the best games. I also have no idea how to pronounce your name, so I'm not really gonna try, sorry. I hope that's fine. Anyway, landing pad. Gonna do that. Oh, I missed a little thing there, that's annoying. I can put you right there. You're not gonna connect very well if I go like that. Oh, gonna suck. Actually, not if I put it right there, but that limits my power of RTGs. If I put it right here, maybe? That gets rid of gets rid of a bit of my titanium, but I don't need that much titanium, I imagine. Yep, I can do that. Keeping my resourcing coming in first. Oh yeah, that's also going to consume a lot more power, so I probably get more RTGs. Probably should actually make a blueprint for this, wouldn't I? That'd make life a lot nicer. Go like that. Put you like that. We'll all go... Actually, you'll put a big one in. I'll transfer more. Alright. Got incoming from that side again. Temporarily I could. Wow, that's really bad. Yeah, the Foria won't last long. Oh, did I? No, I didn't do it backwards. No, bring in all the resources, please. Okay, now we got the resourcing coming in. So we can actually focus on axle defenses. First they're going to come over here, so I should worry about that. Try and maximize as much of this land as I can, because it's all I really have. I guess I could also make like tier 5 naval units for defense, but actually tier 4 would actually work just fine. They also have the added benefit of destroying projectiles. They would be pretty good in that regard. Put you like that. I probably should put down like a meltdown in the one spot at least. 2 meltdowns would be pretty good. Then I can fill the rest with speakers. you right there so I can get water. Actually, I don't want the Spectre Steel in the water because I know you consume quite a bit. Actually, I should be using bridges so I can actually move titanium conveyors through pretty nicely. So that means you're going to steal some water as a result, but it should be fine. Also means I should do that over here so I can actually get some thorium going. First, you also need power. Oh, it requires power, doesn't it? It's not what I want to focus on right now, thank you. And now the copper. Please finish this one first. Just instantly annihilated, oh my god. Yeah, but those are pretty good, unsurprisingly. Apparently this is more than enough water to supply all this. Good. Technically, I could supply a second one. Well, is this providing enough water that I could probably do a second set of landing pads? Wouldn't be that bad of an idea, would it? Guaranteed even more resourcing. I think guess they're just mainly just gonna go to my core. What's over here? Oil. Okay. Is there a second core tile here at all? I'd be amazed if there was, though. For ya. Room's probably not the best resource, though, because we don't have a whole... Yeah, we could always get more from here, so... Probably actually isn't that bad. Just need to have this cleared out. So I can actually utilize the space. Okay, good. How much water did you need again? Is a 6? You provide 7. Yeah, 6, 7 again. Everything leads back to 6, 7, doesn't it? Just like how in Final Fantasy XIV, everything just leads back to Crystal Tower. Doesn't matter what you're gonna do with Alliance Lead, it's gonna be Crystal Tower. Now, if you like it or not, that's a different story altogether. Okay, good. You're gonna put that there, really? Gonna be that kind of annoyed, are you? I believe they're just gonna come right over here. Since this is the closest spot to the core. They probably don't actually need to defend it that well. All things considered, I guess. You're gonna be in the way though. If I do it like that, you're gonna trying to utilize all this space is a little annoying. Yeah, I don't know why I bothered putting that wall there, it's not gonna get used. Okay, they're probably not gonna actually hit there. They're probably all gonna go like this way, that goes that way, and that goes there, and then we'll go there. I probably would be fine if I just did that one. Of course, if that's the case, then I can just pull it this way. I guess I could go that way, fine. Oh, boulder. That's another achievement I don't have, boulder. Then again, you acquire so many boulders to get that achievement. I guess it's not really too surprising. I'm doing exit commentary today, aren't I? Very good commentary. Then that way you can go. Okay. I'd rather have a generic one. Could you not push me? Try to build. Now, of course, I ran out of copper again, as usual. Well, I do actually have enough water to supply these, so I could, you know, actually breathe in some copper and lead. Would be the smart move, wouldn't it? It would. Help me for a second, thank you. Go back to mining. Pretty good slots I can actually put that there. That's good. Kinda surprised about this map. This funky in a cool way. I don't know if it's very practical. Alright, we're getting the second spawn spot. Well, let's see if I can actually do it a little better. If I put it like that, it should nicely go together. Oh, it would help with that, the power to actually supply water, wouldn't it? Probably just a little bit. all to have water. Well, that should get us quite a bit of titanium for whatever we need in that regard. I probably should actually do some foreshadows because I feel like they're gonna pull out some really nasty units. Because this was extreme, wasn't it? Yeah. So it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to actually do that. Definitely means I need more power. Probably not the best spot to put that, but it will do its job nicely. Please assist me for a moment, please. I actually want a little bit more thorium going into there, please. I'm a little paranoid, so I am going to increase the speed on this thing. Railgun ships come over here. Like, I'm paranoid mostly about the tier 5 ships. Because those ones are going to be really nasty. How do I want to do this? I could actually do quite a bit of water power, but they might be drawn to that air units. Assuming there is any air units, there could be no air units, it's just naval. Like, that is a possibility, and naval units just seem to go to the core. If it just goes to the core, I actually would be fine on putting quite a bit of spore power in it over here. A little bit more thorium there. So if there's any tier 5, they are gonna come over within range. So I'm gonna have to put 4 shadows there to help deal with that. Probably a few specters would be a bad idea too. Are we getting throughput issues? Oh, you guys don't have any. Oh! No, you're not going in that. Well, I guess that explains why I wasn't getting more copper and lead. Yeah, not too surprising that I'm not getting enough throughput. Okay, that should be a lot more throughput. Yeah, look at those numbers, oh my god. But of course, now we're having washer issues again. Will that take care of said water issues? I mean, it kind of looks like it. Oh, right. I'm getting distracted again. I probably should actually put some lights down. There's railguns, they're probably gonna hit that. Do you guys have Pierce at all? You do have piercing capabilities. So I'm gonna want to put some shields around you in that case. Okay, let's go and rebuild so I can actually see. Here are 2 boats. Support boats. Why are they coming right here? Shouldn't you be coming over here instead? That does worry me a little bit, to be honest. Let's make this a little bit of surge. Just a tiny bit, that will help quite a bit for making enough foreshadow ammo. Because that's the one thing I had to worry about. If I make them shoot over here, I don't have to worry about it as much. Okay, you guys can go on there comfortably. Good. And yeah, I guess not. But welcome back. Definitely put myself in a little bit of a pickle power-wise, haven't I? Then again, if I put more spores, well, put some spores, I should say. Oh, you won't let me put that in the deep water. Oh, that's annoying. That's gonna create a little bit of a problem. Of course, all the good thorium is where the spots you don't want it to be. But there is quite a bit of thorium over here that I could use for RTGs. That probably actually would be a grand idea, wouldn't it? Thank you for properly aligning everything. Yeah, there's a good amount of thorium right here. Just enough for quite a bit of thorium power. I also need to supply these guys with water. And now I grab this blueprint. And I spam it everywhere. I definitely need to get those foreshadows up. Get all the power I need for foreshadows so that I can actually not have to worry about maybe defense too much. If I put you right there with an overdrive. You just go to nowhere, so I can just get rid of you. Get rid of you too. That's a little bit more power. Not a great amount, but it's still better than nothing. Alright. I don't know what way they're really gonna come from. 62 views, god. Like, that's kind of the main problem, is I don't know what the real threat vectors are gonna be besides all of them. Well, let us do this, I guess. Just take care of it as it comes. Because that's realistically all I can really do is react. Landing pad. Ton of water here, so I think I could just use regular pumps and be fine. That's my imagination, at least. Of course, I'm gonna have to add quite a few of these Mindy Menders. Oh, we ran out of glass? Well, that's a bit of a problem if you want production. Alright, because that's all something to that. And I buried all that lead. Well, actually... I don't have that much of a lead problem if I just do that. There. I'm gonna reconnect it. Okay, that should be a lot nicer. I'm gonna get rid of copper and lead for that. I don't need it. Why did I get rid of that selection? I didn't hit Q, did I? I accidentally did hit Q, didn't I? Ugh. Like an idiot. Yeah, that's not a whole lot. You could also get sand, please. Like, this totally is overkill for what I need. But overkill's like the best kill of anything in this situation because I don't know what I need to worry about. Yeah, that tier 2 pump was actually a really good idea. Unsurprisingly, helps a lot. Of course, now this is all getting enough water, that's good. And that thing's not getting any power again. I guess I can actually add this to class. That's not a bad idea now, is it? Alright. That's quite a bit tier 2 as well. So this site should be defended pretty well as a result. So I have to worry about that. Thinking about this spot. Probably should do that so I actually have more room for foreshadows. And I probably actually should get some megas going. It's not gonna defend that site very well. I don't think I need that many. At least not what I'm guessing anyway. Because a lot of them are just gonna come from, to be within range. Okay, please assist me. And run out of glass. Who could have saw that one coming? Not me, said I. Actually, you're just gonna combo a lot of things, which I don't need. God, that's transferring so many items all the time. But it's all emptying at a pretty good rate, so it's not like it's really much of a problem. Okay. Good. Can you stop bumping into me? Like, fuck's sake. Just try to do shit. And I probably should actually add a container. It is going to waste quite a bit of ammo on the regular units, but I think that's going to be fine. Like, we don't need to be saving our ammo that badly. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, you go over 900 now. You go up to a K in storage. I forgot about that part. Huh. I guess it wouldn't hurt to actually have another one. We can actually get all these items out. Because we actually are having throughput issues. And I was a liar. Alright, we got tier 3 votes coming in now. I hope there's still some overkill. Well, they added some overkill prevention. The foreshadows. I think they have, so I think we're actually going to be fine on ammo. And if I'm really worried about ammo, I can just build some of these. Should have more than enough ammo as a result. just coming from one singular side right now, really? And unsurprisingly, they go for the toughest units first and then the weaker ones. As they should. And you're coming from that side again with even smaller numbers. Well, I guess they were spread out, so technically there was more numbers, but whatever. I definitely would be interested in seeing how a maximize production place of this would look like. So I feel like people are just gonna put like impacts for power and just ship off all the resources with launch pads. Not a bad idea. Probably actually wouldn't be a bad idea to actually turn this into a search place, for example. Ooh. Getting some really nasty boats now, aren't we? Oh, those are the tier 2s. I was wondering, like, I've seen those boats before. I can't remember what they are. They're tier 2s, Halloran. I am going to put that there. Just for the purposes of serving even more foreshadows. Because why not? This is the core, and the core is the most important part. Okay, go back to mining. Plus they are sending quite a few units now. These are being overdriven if they get that far. A lot of those foreshadows are actually in a really good spot right there. Accidental, but that was really nice. Actually makes life a lot easier in that regard. And we are still going up in search alloy, so we seem to be fine in that department. I gotta be honest, after Desolate Rift, I haven't really felt too threatened by waves. I feel more threatened by like bases with their high units being produced by factories. Like sure, they're sending a bunch of tier 3 units, but even if I had the foreshadows, they wouldn't be that threatening. They would do a decent amount of damage, sure, but they would be very quickly healed over from the menders, especially the ones near the core that are overdriven. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about these having Pierce now. Because they're really eviscerating the lower tier units as a result. Like, one shot and 2 of them are dead from one singular shot. Kinda wish I could also stop them from targeting the tier 1s. Just so the Spectres could. Because I feel like the Spectres should be the ones taking care of them, but... Well, I guess I could if I made a logic block and programmed it. But I don't know how to do that, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want to play. I don't want to try and figure out assembly right now. That was very few units from that side. Yeah. Didn't realize you could do that with arrow keys. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I guess I have to remember that for later, because that might help for speed building. Also, why are they splitting up? They're from the same spot, so why split up? Also kind of weird that foreshadows can also miss sometimes. Yeah, we're getting a proper way from 8 side now. Eviscerated, that side's also eviscerated, and now we got the last two. Foreshadows really make this easy. Like, why did I bother putting out specters if I just put up foreshadows instead? That probably actually would have been... Well, I know why, because of power. These consume 600 powers... 600? 600 power. Just for firing. They probably don't draw power while they're idle. Yeah, while they're idle, they're not drawing power. So I could actually have been fine if I placed some batteries beforehand. Oh, a bunch of tier 2 and tier 3s! Where's the tier 4 units? This is extreme difficulty. By now, we would have had tier 4 units mixed in the ways pretty commonly if this was B7. I feel like they nerfed sectors a little bit. Maybe I should be playing on hard difficulty instead of normal difficulty. Maybe that's my problem. I'm too good for normal, but probably just right for hard. Kind of interesting. The ones that get hit by Pierce survive, but they don't live long enough to really get repaired. Like, you can see the healing beams coming on for a second. Every now and then. It's a tier 4 guardian. It's extreme difficulty! Why is it a tier 4 guardian? It should be a tier 5. Like, hard difficulty, it's tier 4 as well, so... It makes sense it would be a tier 5. For extreme, does it not? Yeah, no, maybe that's just me. Oh, look, a tier 4. I'm actually kind of curious on how that one survives. Wait, so this tier 4 is not a guardian, but the other one is? I would say this one's more qualified as a guardian, if anything. That actually survived quite a few shots. Well, it is a tier 4 unit, sure, but actually kind of impressed. Oh, there you are. Could overdrive these guys. Oh yeah, that guy's getting water, isn't he? give them a little bit of water, they do fire faster after all. Can't really give them that much though. You're not so... That's definitely one problem with that. Of course, if I'm going to give you guys water, I probably should add some containers. That won't really do much, so put that kind of bump there. Okay, this side should be a lot better oh! Now we're getting tier 4 units every wave. A tier 4 unit anyway. Still better than that. No, they're definitely not getting much closer now because of all the water-fed turrets. So if we're getting... Did I just misread the icon and it was actually a tier 5 unit? I mean, it would make a lot more sense. Surely it's a tier 5 unit, right? Oh, tier 2 of them. No, that is a tier 4. The silhouette gave it away, really. Alright. They like this attacking from the top right now. And yeah, it does consume quite a bit of water. It's like 60 water a second for 16% more fire rate. Probably it's even worse. Well, it gives even more fire rate, but goddamn. That's a lot more. An unholy amount more, if anything. Also, I am going to actually move that. So we can actually have more water. Because we're probably going to need... Oh, 2 tier 4 units of the aggressive type, huh? Well, well, well. It's my lucky day, isn't it? Wonder if they'll get close this time. Ooh, they actually got close enough to hit. And for the specters to fire at the same time. I am gonna increase the walling there for a bit. I feel a little threatened. Oh, it's just tier 4 units this wave. Definitely worse on the bottom because of the fire rate. They're definitely slower firing compared to the ones on top. Ah, damn. I could actually add some segments. That actually would be a smart idea. Touche, game, touche! Okay, come assist me, please. Power's not doing it as well anymore, unsurprisingly. But fair game! I was not expecting all those flares. I figured there might be air units at some point, but I wasn't expecting it that point. I like that one. Alright. A bunch of tier 3s this time. That was actually really cool, I like that one. Like, I can't be mad, that was awesome. And now for the final wave. 4 Guardians. A lot of tier 3s, a bunch of tier 3s. That's a bit of a disappointment. Yeah, they actually got a shot off there. They are Guardians, so they're actually going to be quite a bit more tanky. Quite a bit more tanky, as I say, as they still get annihilated. Well, that's pretty much all the sectors, except for planetary. And of course, the bonus hell nightmare over here. I guess that would be fun, slowly marching over there to try that out. At least try one of the sectors over there. But I think that's gonna be for another time, if anything. Cause I don't think I got that kind of energy. I'm just gonna build this. Actually, this should be on the other side. Because that would free up launch pads. Which... Okay, I'm gonna put my tier 5 over here and then launch pads over here, but that's of course gonna be next time because it's already been 3 hours and a half. More than enough time for today. More than enough. Sorry, but I'm done for the moment. I don't have that much energy. But anyway, if anyone's watching afterwards, thank you for coming by and watching. I hope it was at least decently entertaining. Especially with that swarm of air units, because god, I wasn't expecting that. Not at all. Anyway. I will be back again on Friday with Final Fantasy Tactics events. I could probably beat the game. Since we do have access to Amberbell, and that's where the final 2 story missions go. But I still want to do the post-game and that. Because the post-game is still pretty fun. There's still quite a bit of character stuff there. You can also recruit some characters. Like Riza, for example. Yeah, no. Something to do. Something to worry about another day. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again on Friday, so take care and have fun.